Bonjour, friends. It's
my
Miles
goodness.
here. And Bob.
Bonjour.
I know, I thought I'd go a bit international today, Bob.
How come?
Well, I've just been in France, haven't I?
Oh, yeah, you have.
Yes. We'll get to that as we come on. But welcome to A Game of No Halves.
Hello.
This is the podcast where me, Miles, my dad, Bob, to my left, talk about his fictitious football team that he's been running for about 35 years.
Yes.
And we're having a lot of fun. Thank you all for tuning in. By the way, if you're listening to this on Spotify or your various podcast platforms, then we do put these out in video form as well now on YouTube, and we're across all social media. A Game of No Halves is all you need to search for on there. And you can see us. Well, why wouldn't you want to see us, Bob? We're gorgeous.
I don't know whether you would want to see us, but we're here anyway.
I think you're looking particularly good today. Bob's wearing
I'm
the North London colours. You've got a navy jumper with a white t-shirt underneath,
Yes,
Bob.
that's right.
You've got your LAFC cap on again, I see as well.
I live in this.
Yeah.
It's my favourite thing.
Yeah. How are things?
Very good.
Yep.
I've just got back from the Yorkshire Dales.
There you go.
What a beautiful part of the world. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever visited. I visited Yorkshire quite a bit, over the years, but never the Dales. Have you been
Dales.
there?
Have I? I'm not sure. I'm sure
miles.
I'd probably remember it if I had. Yeah.
I drove across the North Pennines as well with our tour manager, Mark West, and we were stunned.
Shout out Westy.
Yeah, Westy. It was like a moonscape.
Yeah.
But it was rugged beauty. It was just sensational. And we did a couple of great gigs in Yorkshire over the weekend, one in Hexham, literally last night. So,
Wow. Last night?
No, wait a minute. Where are we?
Last.
Night before last.
I'm losing track of days as well, to be
Yeah,
honest.
really?
Yeah.
What day is it today?
I know. I've been all over the place since we last spoke.
I know you
were
have.
saying, I think, on the last podcast, but I had the Netherlands.
Just track us through your European Saudi journey.
Yeah, so I obviously had last episode, I was talking about how I was at Wembley for the FA Cup final and the Championship playoff final.
Yes.
Then I got the train to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Got the Eurostar to Rotterdam and then to Breda, where I was shooting the Dutch second division playoff, basically their equivalent of the Championship playoff final, but they play over two legs.
Right.
So that you have a home and away leg.
Yes.
So I was in Breda and I saw NAC Breda win. It was 6-1 in the end.
Oh, okay.
Massive result. Or was it 6-2? I can't remember now, but crazy. Then got a bus through the night to Paris, where I shot at Roland Garros for 2 days, the French Open, the tennis.
Who did you photograph there? Which players?
Novak Djokovic, I shot.
Oh, nice.
Yannick Sinner, Coco Gauff.
Okay. Yes.
Swiatek.
Was she good? Because I mean,
she was. Yeah, she won.
I know she's won a Champions. I was going to say a Champions
League. Yeah.
She's won a Grand Slam final.
Yeah,
already, hasn't she? But she's going to be
good.
incredible.
Yeah, it was good fun. The weather was terrible and annoying. So a lot of the outer courts didn't have any action on because it was raining so much.
In fact, you got soaked on a couple of occasions.
Well, I got absolutely soaked in the Netherlands because the second half, the heavens just opened, and I, obviously, when you're photographing football, it's all outside. I got soaked, and then I had to get the bus. God.
So what, in your wet clothes?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What? So you were sort of steaming in the back of the bus?
Yeah, kind of. It was like the bus left at like 1:15 a.m.
Oh,
got to Paris about 7 a.m. straight to shoot Roland Garros, and then I was there for 2 days, and then I got a flight to Saudi Arabia via Abu Dhabi,
right,
where I shot the Kings Cup final. So Cristiano Ronaldo's team, Al Nassr versus Al Hilal. I don't know whether you've seen on social media. Ronaldo's team lost on penalties. It was a hell of a game. The referee lost control of it.
Did he?
Two red cards for Al Hilal, one for Al Nassr, and players throwing themselves around all over the place and stuff like that during the game. Mitrovic scored for Al Hilal.
Right.
They won on penalties. And Ronaldo was sobbing on the.
He was sobbing
on the touchline. He was very sad about losing. Yeah.
Does this break your winning streak?
Well, I was technically there as a neutral. So I'd say possibly not, but I did want Al Nassr to win. And then Sunday, so I got back on Saturday, and then Sunday I was at the Oval shooting the T20 Vitality Blast, Bob. Shot
Jason
women's
Roy
and men's, and it was a glorious day. And now here I am.
Yeah,
so
women's cricket is wonderful, isn't it? Don't you think?
Was really, both games were great fun. It was really good.
Yeah.
Good vibes. I mean, the weather was amazing on Sunday. So like 20 degrees and sunny, sat outside at the Oval. It was good.
I mean, people have got mixed feelings about the 100, and I've got mixed feelings about the 100 actually. But the one positive thing, absolute shining thing that it's done is throw a spotlight on women's cricket and bringing women's cricket to a much, much wider audience.
Yeah.
I mean, over the last 2 or 3 years, all the sort of stats, crowd attendance, all of that kind of stuff for women's cricket, it's all been smashed.
Yeah.
Because they're doing so well, and it's such a great. Yeah, I mean, I'm really
It's good.
and it's so entertaining. And there's some great.
It was good vibes.
Yeah,
loved it.
Nat Shiver, I think she's the number one bats person in the world, batter in the world, women's cricket, and she and some of the others that now play for the England team as well. It's just great stuff. Tammy Beaumont is another great favourite of mine.
There you go. There we go. So very good. Lots of thousands of miles travelled, and now back here at the home of North London, where today's show, considering it's just been the Champions League final at Wembley, we thought we'd make today a bit of a Champions League special.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of North London's Champions League records through the years. Bob's going to be filling us in on all of that. Alongside that, obviously, we do our Premier League goal scorers quiz, don't we, every week on the show?
Yes.
And so today, I thought it might be fun that we could turn that into a Champions League goal scorers quiz. So if you haven't played along at home, what we do is through the show, each of us take turns naming a player that might have played a game, in this case in the Champions League at some point, and we have to guess exactly how many goals they've scored in the Champions League in total. If you get it closer than the other person, you get 1 point. If you get it bang on, you get 3 points. So Bob, before we start with the North London records, why don't you select us a player as the phone football rolls across the table? If you're not watching. Select us a player, Bob, and we've got to guess how many Champions League goals they have scored.
And bearing in mind that we've had 4 rounds of this so far.
Yeah. Of the Premier League goal scorers quiz. I think it could be more than that, to be fair, but yeah.
Well, whatever it is, it's Miles.
I'm undefeated, basically.
Whatever it is, and me nil. Oh, and by the way, we did do the lottery. Bearing in mind,
we did.
Miles' winning streak, I said, we've got to do the lottery. And we didn't win anything, did we? But we got a free ticket.
We won another free ticket. So the chance is still on. I actually need to redeem that. So I possibly should, maybe we should do that at some point. Because it's...
I'm absolutely convinced that Miles is going to win the lottery. So I'm with Miles on, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, okay, well, through the episode, if I remember, I'll redeem our free ticket. And the next episode, we can find out whether we won the lottery, Bob.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Well, if we have done, there won't be a next episode.
No, they will. We'll just be recording it from the Maldives.
Yeah.
Go on then. So pick any player that's played a fairly decent role in the Champions League through history, Bob.
Okay. I'm going to go Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, by the way, one of my absolute favourite players ever. I had several United shirts with Ruud van Nistelrooy on the back. Yeah. Loved him at United.
In fact, I mean, I know that he is acknowledged, but in the history, in the scheme of the United history,
underappreciated.
I mean, he's underappreciated.
Yeah.
He was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
I mean, I think personally he's up there with Erling Haaland.
Well, I wonder what... It's interesting, isn't it? If you stuck Van Nistelrooy in the Man City team now,
yes,
I think he probably would get comparable numbers to Erling Haaland.
I think he might, and the way that he would improve on Haaland is his link
play. He did. He could hold the ball up and bring other players in quite well.
Yeah.
There was some stat. I mean, I can't remember what it was now. I think he scored 1 goal from outside the box ever for Man United, which I think is a brilliant stat.
I still remember that goal he scored against Fulham.
Yeah, we were talking about this on the episode before.
Yes, we were.
Ran through the entire team and just slotted it. Oh, brilliant goal.
Brilliant.
So Van Nistelrooy, Champions League. This is good because for a while he was quite close to the top of the goal scorers list in the Champions League.
He was.
And I think he must have scored. I think he must have scored. It's tough. I think possibly. I'm going to go for like 57.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in the 50s as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go 55.
Okay. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yes.
What did I say?
57.
He got 56.
Oh!
How close.
So we're both one off.
What did you say? 54?
55.
I think you said 54, didn't you?
No, I said 55.
You sure?
Yes, Miles. Wait a minute, is my mind going? No, I said 55.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So we're both one off.
We are.
So is that 1 point each?
I guess it's 1-1 or 0-0, isn't it? Whatever we want to do.
Let's go 1-1.
It's 1-1? Yeah, okay.
Then I'll have at least made the scoreboard.
Yeah. Good guesses from us both there, eh?
Very close.
Okay, 56 goals. So Ruud van Nistelrooy. It says here he's the 6th highest goal scorer in the competition's history.
Wow.
Because I think at one point when he was at United, he became the highest Champions League goal scorer in history. I think he overtook Raul or something when he was there.
Yes.
And then obviously it's since been surpassed by Probably Erling Haaland, but Ronaldo and Messi. Ronaldo, I think, is the highest scorer in the Champions League history as of right now.
Yeah.
But a very good return. 56 goals.
Yeah.
Considering.
Yeah.
I love Ruud. He's a manager now, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
And hopefully going to do quite well.
Yeah.
Big fan.
How
of
is he
Ruud
doing,
Van Nistelrooy.
actually? Is he doing
as a
okay?
manager?
Yeah.
Let's have a look, shall we? So I wonder if
I've got.
Oh yes, he's just he joined PSV.
Yes.
Has he? He resigned.
Oh, did he?
Last year.
Oh, why? Was he?
Van Nistelrooy quits PSV amid reports of player revolt. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh God. Oh, rude.
So
has he got a job now or not?
It doesn't seem like he has, actually, no,
Right.
which is a shame.
Oh.
He admitted he loved his time at PSV despite announcing his departure on Wednesday. He said he would be leaving PSV by immediate effect. Van Nistelrooy has now walked out before the season's end, citing a lack of support from the board as his reasoning.
Well, rude.
Well, interesting stuff.
Because I felt so bad about Sir Alex leaving him out of the FA Cup side that time. It would have been his last start because he'd moved on then, didn't he?
It was a shame how it ended, really.
Choice between him and Cristiano Ronaldo because they'd had a couple of clashes on the training ground, hadn't they?
Yeah.
And it really was, this team is not big enough for both of us.
Yeah, I know.
And Sir Alex went for Cristiano Ronaldo.
I mean, ultimately, probably the correct decision in terms of the team, isn't it? But it is a shame. I loved Ruud when he was there.
He was fabulous.
Excellent striker.
All this, I loved it when he did.
Yeah. I tell you what, as well, I was listening to TalkSport the other day and bloody Martin Keown was going on. Remember when he missed that penalty against
God,
Arsenal?
And he came up behind him.
And Keown on TalkSport was justifying him and he was like, he was provoking me. And I was like, you were a dick, I think, Martin Keown at that moment.
Yes.
There you go. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I mean, when you think about it, the way that they all rounded on Ruud in that game, it really did amount to major bullying.
Yeah, it did. I know. And I was amazed that the referee didn't actually do anything to any of the players after that. And then obviously...
I must say, Ruud in that photograph there looks a bit like Wayne Rooney.
Do you think?
Well, only the sort of beard and the...
Rooney, of course, has got a new managerial job, hasn't he? Plymouth
Argyle,
Interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, that. So 56 Champions League goal. Good guessing from us there, Bob.
So 1-1.
And so yeah, seeing as this is a Champions League special, obviously Champions League final in real life just took place. Shame that Marco Reus couldn't crown his Dortmund career with the Champions League.
Yes,
but
it actually was, yeah. And of course, Mats Hummels played so well, didn't he? But it's amazing.
Ex-North London.
Yes, yeah. And Tony Kroos, who just didn't fit in North London for some reason. I just couldn't make him, I don't know, he just wasn't as effective. 2 seasons, and it just didn't work. Yeah. But he's gone back to Real Madrid. And
have you seen, by the way, somebody posted on Twitter the other day, his passing stats.
Yes, I saw that.
During his entire time.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yes, it
At
is.
Real Madrid, this is speaking of Champions League, he completed every Champions League campaign of his Real Madrid career with above 90% passing accuracy.
Yes. As I say, there was
crazy.
a bit of a dip in form when he joined North London, though.
Well,
but he
I
went back to Real Madrid, and then
could you be blaming the management for not getting the best out of him at that point, there, Bob? I mean,
that's a controversial opinion, Miles. Unpopular opinion.
Just saying. I mean, he's clearly a world-class player.
Yeah. No, I think I think that he was, he was kind of fully formed,
right,
when he arrived, and the system just didn't quite suit him because the 4-2-3-1. Where do you put him? Is he a number 10? Would you say?
No. I think
he's not quite.
He's kind of a
10.
6, really. He plays deeper.
He plays deeper.
Yeah.
Well, then he's not therefore sitting completely in front of the back four.
Yep.
And this was the dilemma: where exactly does he go in the formation to bring the absolute best out of him? So I suppose you could blame management because I just couldn't quite.
Well, I suppose what it was is he fitted into a system that wasn't North London's and came into North London's system and
because over the years North London has always bought players to fit the system as opposed to the other way around. The system does not adapt to the players.
No.
The system is the system, and then you bring in players that most expressively bring that system alive. That's the
with the foam football around the house.
with the foam football around the house. Yeah.
All right, so Champions League special then, Bob. So
Yes.
through the years, North London. So obviously, Real Madrid won their 15th Champions League
Yes.
in real life this past week.
Yeah.
How does North London's all-time record compare to
Well,
Real Madrid's?
give me a moment, and so here we are. Look.
Right, so what Bob's got in front of him here is a sheet
Yeah.
that contains
The overall stats.
of every single Champions League season, including there's a little section that just says beaten by, which is
Yes.
the very small amount of teams that have beaten North London at some point.
Well, there are, and funnily enough, Man United
they come up a
tend
lot.
to be our bogey team
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they come up quite a lot.
Yeah.
So over the years, we've beaten by Rapid Vienna, Juventus,
fair.
Man United,
Okay.
Hertha Berlin,
Yeah.
Deportivo La Coruña, who beat us home and away in that particular season.
Did they still have Diego Tristan at that point?
I think
Is that
that's
what
why I
made you
bought
sign
him.
him? That's exactly what happened with with Ronaldo for United, wasn't it? He played so well
Yes,
against us that
that's
Fergie
right.
was like, "We've just got to sign him."
RC Genk, AC Milan,
Yeah.
Man United again, Marseille, Partizan Belgrade, then Real Madrid,
Yeah.
Rapid Vienna. See, it's quite a list.
Yeah.
Shakhtar Donetsk,
Yeah.
Olympiacos twice, again,
I
home and away.
think we discussed that season quite recently, didn't we?
Yeah.
They've just won the Conference League as well, haven't they?
They have.
First European trophy in a Greek team's history, I think.
Yes.
Something like that. Amazing celebrations I saw online.
So then Man United, Dynamo Kiev again, Barcelona, Man United, see, CSKA Moscow,
Yeah.
Real Madrid, Chelsea, PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid,
Real Madrid
Atletico
are coming up a lot as well,
Real
aren't they?
Madrid,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's a Porto,
Yeah.
Sevilla, Real Madrid.
Yeah, maybe they're your bogey team.
Yeah,
I mean, if there's going to be
Juventus,
one.
Spurs, PSG on penalties, Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, and Napoli.
There
Those
you
are
go.
all the teams that have beaten
this
us.
goes up until last season, right? These
Yeah,
records. So this
that's
is
right.
22-23.
Yes.
And that's all the teams that have beaten you ever in the Champions League since when?
Since 1995.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Because we were champion. Shall I read out?
Oh my god! The list of it looks like Real Madrid obviously being your bogey team in the North London world.
Yes.
I think it looks like definitively you have won more than 15 Champions Leagues.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm one ahead of Real Madrid.
Although obviously a lot of these years would have been years that Real Madrid won it in real life. So actually you're probably way ahead of them.
Yeah.
If you think of it that
yes,
way. In the
that's
North
true.
London world.
Actually, I am. So the most recent, working sort of from the quarterfinals onwards,
Yes.
the most recent quarterfinal appearances were last season and the season before.
As in, so that's as far as you got?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Wow.
Yeah. Semi-finals. We made the semi-finals in 2020 and 2019. So this is a
recent times
sort
have
of
been
fallow period.
Yeah.
But the most recent time, bearing in mind we've still got the final to play this year,
Right.
was 2021.
Yep.
And before that, 2018. So, but we had a run, 1995, 96, 97, won each of those 3 years.
3 in a row, yeah.
3 in a row. And then at the beginning of the 2000s, 4 in a row.
4 in a row.
2000, 2001, 2002, 2003.
There you go.
So then 2005, 2006, 2007. So we only didn't win the final once in 7 years.
Did you get to a point where you were thinking, maybe I'm making this too easy for myself here? Or-
No. No, of course not.
Right.
Yeah. No, because we were beaten finalists on several occasions as well.
Okay.
1999, 2012, 2014, 2015 and 2016, beaten finalists.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go. There
yeah.
you go. Well, we've got all that to come, obviously. We'll be finding out about that in future episodes, won't we? Because
Yes.
we're up to the, I think the next season we're doing in the run of things on the series is 2010 to 11, which we'll resume with next week after we've done our Champions League special this week. Then
Shall I give you the overall record?
Yeah.
We've played 368 games in the Champions League.
Yeah, okay.
We've won 234 of them.
Bloody hell.
We've drawn
Wait, so tell me that again.
234.
234 of how many?
Of 368. So what's the
368.
win percentage there?
Oh, God. How do I even work that out?
Oh, God, I've no idea. Any mathematicians out there can...
I'll just Google it. 63.59% of your games you've won.
That's not bad, is it? So we've drawn 94, we've lost 41, we've scored 796 goals. So what is that per game, Miles? And we've
God, you're really getting the maths out now.
333.
Right.
So we're conceding less than a goal a game.
Yeah. So tell me the goals.
It's 796
Yeah, and
in 368 matches.
It's 2.16 goals per game.
Well, you see, that's reasonable, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. So,
wow, Bob.
Yeah, I know. We've also been in the UEFA Cup in 84, 88.
84? How does it go back? Because obviously the typed-up records don't go back this far.
Yeah.
How have you? Did you invent a North London history type thing? Or,
no.
or
it was. Don't forget, it was 82 when I started sort of playing this with Tika.
It just seems like there's a big gap, though, isn't there, between a lot of the records and
there is, yeah. But 87, 88, when I was in Norfolk, I was playing the back garden, and although I wasn't keeping comprehensive records, I still have some memory of, like, for example, Nick Scott. Okay. Now his son played in the Italian league more recently,
right.
And Nick, tall, number 9, scored 19 goals in his first 20 games and looked like he was going to be a sensation.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the season, 24 games through the rest, he only got 1 more goal. And then he moved on to Genoa, I think it was.
Does he appear in the all-time goal scorer?
No, he doesn't appear here because I don't have absolutely comprehensive records.
So how far back? So the all-time records go back to
1995.
95. That's when the comprehensive history of North London begins.
Yes, it is.
All right. Very good.
And my best season, well, we did go through 1 or 2 seasons in Europe completely unbeaten. And one of the best seasons, 2004, 2005. 13 matches, 10 wins, 35 goals.
Wow.
I mean, you know.
Well, the fourth official is holding up his board, and it looks like we're about to approach the half-time break, Bob. So we better hear from our sponsors.
Yeah, no injuries at half-time, so we'll be back after the half-time interval.
Speaking of Champions League records and things, I'm going to pitch into the next edition of the Champions League goal scorers quiz, Bob.
Okay, go on.
And I'm going to say one of my all-time favourite players, Ronaldinho. How many Champions League goals do you think he got?
So this would be for Barcelona.
Yeah, he might have got a couple in there for PSG. Did play for AC Milan for a bit as well.
Yes, he
did. Not very long, though. The majority would be Barca. But how many were there? That was the mic stand as well.
You say that, Mars. I'm going to go 37.
Yeah, that's a good guess, actually. 37 for Ronaldinho. Oh, mate, this is tough, actually. But I think you're in the right ballpark there.
Yes.
I'm going to go slightly lower, possibly, and I'm going to say 33, I'll say.
Okay.
So 37 for you.
37, yes.
33 for me. Okay, here we go.
33 for you, Miles. So
Ronaldinho.
while you're doing that, I'm just getting up the stats for last year in the Champions League, because we've still got the final to go against Real Madrid. That game hasn't been played yet.
Right.
So
okay, interesting. I've got the stats here.
Go on.
18.
Wow.
He played 47 games in the Champions League, 18 goals and 14 assists.
So which way round are we?
So I was lower, so that's a point. That's a point for me, unfortunately. But that's a lot lower than I expected.
Yeah.
18. So in terms of transfer market history,
that is surprising.
Yeah, in La Liga he got 70 goals and 50 assists in 145 games. That's a pretty good record, isn't it? Serie A, which I think is the Brazilian Serie A, it is.
Oh, okay.
He got 32.
Yeah.
In Italian Serie A, he got 20, that's more than I thought he would have got there. Liga 1, which
so
obviously
how many
PSG.
goals did he get for Barcelona altogether then?
Well, he got 17 in La Liga, and then it's saying 18 in the Champions League, so that will be a few for Milan.
Right.
So
he got 11 for North London in total.
So
5 in Europe.
There you go. Well, so
do we add those on?
Well, I think for some of that time he would have been playing in real life for one of these teams, wouldn't he? So you have to sort of take them away. Here we go. So he got 94 goals for Barcelona.
Oh, okay.
So not quite 100.
No.
But 207 appearances, 94 goals, 71 assists.
Yeah.
Is a good return. Oh, I loved Ronaldinho when he played. Was just what an incredible player. So where does he come in the North London all-time Champions League goal scorers?
Oh
Bob?
My goodness! Right,
Let's have a look. If you've got that
there
with you
is
there.
a list.
Yeah,
there is a list of absolute all-time goal scorers ever, right across all.
Well,
the,
I know.
North
Well,
London.
as we're in Champions League only right now, I think we should see. In terms of his Champions League goals,
so
well, talk us through the absolute top scorers.
He scored 5. Did I say 5?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
No.
5.
So he's number 43 in the all-time.
Oh, there you go. Because you shipped him out, didn't you? After about a season,
I did.
You were slightly harsh on him. I feel.
I was. You know how you sort of regret certain decisions. I mean, Sir Alex always regretted letting Yapstam go.
Yeah,
I kind of regret letting Ronaldinho go.
I think you should. To be honest.
Yeah, I think so. I was being very harsh at the time. I was a bit of a disciplinarian, and he was a party boy.
Yeah,
and was having a bit of an influence on the dressing room. And I thought, right, we're gonna nip this in the bud.
You can't be having that, can you?
No, but he got 5 goals altogether.
Yeah.
The all-time great European scorer for North London. Wes Dexter.
Yeah.
And
Wes Dexter,
what did we say? Rude God, how many was that?
He was 55. No, 56.
Wes Dexter.
Ah, 56.
56.
There you go. So he's as good as Ruud van Nistelrooy in Champions League.
Then,
would you say they're comparable players, Wes Dexter and Ruud van Nistelrooy?
No, because Wes Dexter was a little bit shorter, bit. I'm reminding myself of the Fast Show. Little bit. And
that's what he was he?
Yeah.
A little bit quicker, pacier type of thing. Yeah.
Sam Toklov with 43.
Yeah.
Eric Cantona with 33.
Okay.
Diego Tristan with 28. Wow. He was a monster.
Yeah.
Ryan Giggs and Freddie Haynes.
I think you might mean Ian Giggs.
Yeah, retake. Yes, retake. Ian Giggs. Ian Giggs with 27.
Yeah.
Tying with Freddie Haynes with 27.
Wow.
Karim
that's a centre back.
Benzema with 26.
Okay, yeah.
Kaká, 25.
Yeah.
Zidane, 24.
Yeah.
And Neymar and Dylan with 23 each.
I literally touched Neymar in Saudi Arabia because he plays for, well, I say plays, he's signed for Al Hilal, but he's been injured the whole time. So he was involved in the trophy celebration. So when I was on the pitch afterwards, I was taking photos with him and he sort of brushed past me as I was taking photos.
Did you trip him up?
No.
And did he roll over?
Yeah.
Several times.
He's literally, because they signed him and he instantly has been injured for the entire season and they've paid him, it's something like £1 billion and he's not played a single minute so far.
It's where did it all go wrong?
I know. One thing I will say, he's a lot shorter than I am.
Oh, is he?
Quite a lot, yeah.
Oh, well, you're very tall.
Well, I am
I
am a tall man. Yeah. I've got these new Converse shoes that have a bit of a wedge on them, and I'm like 6'5" wearing those.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So shall I go a bit further down? Because there's more in Figo, for example.
Yeah.
22 goals.
Yeah.
Mbappe and Erling Haaland with 21 each.
Mbappe. So is Mbappe in the North London squad right now?
Yes, he is.
So
he's about to go to Real Madrid.
I was going to say, you're going to have to let him go. We have to discuss this, haven't we?
Yeah.
What do you think?
For shed loads of money.
What do you think about him at Real Madrid? It's kind of a cheat code, isn't it? They're going to be unstoppable, aren't they?
Yes.
How on earth? Vinicius Jr. on the left.
Yes.
Mbappe through the middle and Rodrigo on the right. How on earth does anybody stop that?
And Carlo Ancelotti, I love him.
Yeah, he's great. He's so cool, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know what's great about him, and I've been listening to some of this on the radio and bits like that, is how he is simultaneously, and it's quite rare nowadays to find it, that he is a tactician that is willing to adapt in a game, depending on the situation. But he's also a brilliant man manager. And you can see that the players really appreciate how he looks after them and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I can never take my eyes off his eyebrow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's quite good, Miles.
There are memes online of Real Madrid are 2-0 down in the 85th minute, and then on the touchline, Carlo Ancelotti just raises his eyebrow, and then suddenly it's 3-2 Real Madrid.
I love that. So Mbappe and Erling Haaland, Aubameyang. was good for North London.
You had him early on, didn't you?
I did,
Yeah,
yeah. He got 20 goals in Europe. Pogba 19.
Yeah.
Ozil and Jake Webber 18 each. Torres and Olsen.
Dan Olsen,
17 each.
There you go.
Henrik Larsson and Ben Harris, 16 each. Then David Villa and David Bennett. Oh, and own goals.
15 own goals.
Coming in at number 25 with 13
Oh,
goals.
13, sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that. yeah.
Just explain how own goals happen again, because obviously when these are all goal scorers that Bob he kicks the foam football around the house and tries to score in the table or whatever.
Yeah.
So how does an own goal happen? Like a random ricochet?
Well, yes, a random ricochet. Yeah, exactly that, Miles. Particularly out in the hall there, if I completely miss kick and say it hits the wall but goes in the goal, that's an own goal.
Fair enough. And is there ever a time where you... like it ricochets in, but it sort of dribbles over the line? You think, no, the goalie would have saved that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If it's too close to where the goalie would be, it doesn't count as
It's
a
a
goal,
save.
even if it goes in.
Okay.
It's saved.
Well, fair. I like. There are some laws and rules to it all.
There are. Actually, there are probably far more laws and rules than there would be in a normal match. Because obviously, if I could just walk it in, but you can't do that.
You can do that yourself. You can live with yourself if you did that, Bob.
I could not live with myself. No, I make it very hard for myself to score.
It's like when you're playing FIFA and you've got to like win the last game of the season, and you turn the difficulty level down so that it means you definitely win. It's a hollow victory, isn't it?
It's a hollow victory, and I didn't like.
Having said that, you did win the Champions League 8 out of 9
multiple times.
But it was all very fair.
Yeah, no, it was. I actually earned those wins.
Okay,
and it wasn't always easy. I mean, I had my difficult seasons. There were some great seasons, though. I mean, 2002, 2003, for some reason, 18 matches. That was when there were 2 group stages. Yeah. Wasn't it?
How do you feel about the upcoming change to the Champions League next year? One massive league.
I have no idea how it's going to look.
So I play Football Manager. Yeah. And it implements the new Champions League structure after the first season when you play. And it's weird for me because I can understand slightly where they come from on some of it, because they are trying to make sure that like lower down teams have a bit more of a chance to get some points but it's a massive, great table of 24 or 28 teams, something like that.
I think it's 36.
Maybe you're right. But it's weird though, because so you see it, and rather than just playing a fixture, it'll be like, so I'm managing Man United on my current Football Manager save. In fact, I've got it open right now, so we might as well have a look. Yeah. If I go into the schedule, there are 36 teams. Yes. But look, it's really weird because so the top 8 automatically go through. Yes. But then 9th to 24th. Yes. Then enter some sort of like weird playoff thing. So it's really weird. So like you'll be playing a fixture. So what is my next fixture in the Champions League on Football Manager? Let's have a look. I've got Young Boys who are 26th, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a weird, it's a really weird
I don't get
concept.
it.
Like, you know, you could be at the top of the league and playing somebody in 30th.
Yes.
And like, it just feels strange to me. But we'll see if it works. I mean,
Well, this season, there were 2 group stages.
See,
so it's 6-12.
But I kind of prefer like a little mini groups. I don't know, it seems to make more sense in my head than the one massive long, like intricate table that's got
it must
like
have been 12, then 2 quarterfinal matches, 14, 2 semi-final matches, 16, and then the final 17. No, that doesn't quite work either,
18
does it?
in there. You played 17 the year before.
Yes.
Maybe you had a qualifying? No, because you would have, because if you won it last year.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah. It's the Super Cup.
The Super Cup. That makes sense. Yeah.
That's it.
That makes sense.
18 matches played. Yeah. Won 11, drawn 4, lost 3.
Oh.
But scored 48 goals in the 18 matches.
That's not bad.
No, it's not, is it? The following season, though, look, 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, now we were eliminated.
So,
only scored 15 goals.
Yeah, interesting. I'm going to throw to you, Bob, for the next round of the Champions League goal scorer quiz. So, any player... Try and pick somebody that hasn't played in the Premier League. We can throw the boat out.
Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, Zidane. Okay. In the Champions League. Now, so Ronaldinho scored a surprisingly little amount of goals with 18.
Yes.
So in my head, I think Zidane's going to be the same sort of bracket Scored one of the best Champions League final goals ever, didn't he, with that volley?
Yes, he did. That left foot volley.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
That or Gareth Bale's bicycle kick, which is a better goal?
That's a great question, isn't it? I'm going to go with Zidane.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it was more considered.
Okay, I'm going to go with Bale. I just think it was the most brilliant piece of ingenuity. Like, how did he even react? How does his brain think that fast? And then the ability to be able to do it.
Yes.
But yeah, I can see. I mean, the Zidane goal is incredible because the ball, it's a Roberto Carlos, and it's lofted in, isn't it? It's really high.
And he's setting himself.
He sits and waits and waits and waits. And he just gets the absolute perfect connection.
He gets over the ball just enough for it to dip.
Yeah, it's an incredible goal.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
All right, so Zidane Champions League goals. So if Ronaldinho scored 18, I think Zidane scored. I'm going to just say 17.
I'll go 23.
Yeah? Okay. Career stats, Champions League, 14 he got. So it's another point to me, which makes it 3-1.
So I'm going to lose this one as well. So this will make it 5-0 to you. Then, I think.
Well, something like
overall.
That. He got 31 assists. That's impressive.
Oh, that is good.
80 appearances, 14 goals, 31 assists he got. Yeah.
And what did I say? 22.
Yeah.
And you said, what did you say?
I think I said 17.
Yeah, you did. So you're pretty close.
Yeah. So, I mean, in terms of his overall career,
have we got one more though? Have I got a chance to score?
I think we've got 2 more actually. So you're fine.
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
So I'm 2 points ahead, but so it's still all to play for, Bob.
Okay.
So don't you worry. Yeah. Zinedine Zidane got 125 goals, 141 assists throughout his career.
Okay. I'm going to go one more then. Shall I go one more quickly?
You want to go straight away? Yeah, go.
Anton Griezmann.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Griezmann. That's an interesting one. Now, has he scored more Champions League goals than?
I'll tell you how many he got for North London.
Yeah.
He got 9 for North
9.
London.
I think he's got more than that in real life.
Yeah.
For, I suppose, Atletico, Barca. It's going to be around the same as Zidane, I
Yes,
think.
it is.
I'm going to just go flat 20.
I'm going to go 17.
All right.
And that factors in the 9 he got for North London.
Okay. So, Antoine Griezmann. 36.
Whoa.
So
you've won this as
yeah,
well?
I have. But that's a decent return, isn't it?
Yes, that is.
36 goals, 11 assists in 95 appearances. He's played a lot of games in the Champions League.
Yeah, he has.
I suppose Atletico do consistently just reach
They do,
the latter
actually,
stages,
that's
don't
true.
they? So that makes it 4-1, I'm afraid.
4-1.
Yeah.
So is that the final score?
No, there's one more round. So if you get a 3-pointer on the last round, it'll go to a tie-break.
Okay.
So we'll come back to it, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Join us again in a bit for the final round of the Champions League goal scorers quiz.
Okay.
So in terms of Champions League then, Bob, so through this series, if you're tuning in for the first time, basically what we do is we kind of go season by season in North London's potted history to see where they are. Bob has the most ridiculously detailed stats of everything. And so the next season in our sort of run of stuff, Bob, is 2010-2011, isn't it? And I think we've got the Champions League of 2010-2011
Oh, we have?
somewhere.
Okay.
Group stages, who have you been drawn against in this season?
Basel, Roma, and CFR 1907.
Would that be CFR Cluj, I believe?
Possibly. I don't know, actually.
Where are they from?
That'd be very-
Yeah, CFR 1907 Cluj.
Whoa.
Yes. They are from, is it something like Romania? Yes, it is Romania. Well, so 2010 to 11.
Yes.
Obviously, we haven't yet explored the transfer window, so we'll have to save things for next episode.
Yeah, we will.
Because I think there's going to be some exciting transfer action
I think so too.
coming up.
But meanwhile,
Yeah.
this is the way the season went in Europe.
Yeah.
So we began with the 2-0 win over Roma.
Yeah.
But we'd only just got back from a quick trip. We'd established this nursery team relationship
Yeah.
with Nashville.
Yes.
Nashville SC.
Yeah, although they didn't exist back then, I suppose.
No, they didn't. So
they do now.
We were advising them and helping them build their...
So now, obviously, Nashville SC being a real life MLS team.
Yes.
So
we played the MLS All-Stars team in Nashville.
Yeah.
So we'd gone over there. I mean, literally, almost played and flew back.
Yeah.
So, following USA trip, poor performance enlivened by 2 moments of brilliance.
Wow.
From Freddie Haynes and Jake Weber. But the man of the match, Riquelme.
Oh, right.
And Riquelme now was my man. He really was.
Yeah.
Playing number 10, just behind Sam Toklov and David Villa.
How many Champions League goals do you reckon Riquelme got in real life? Because he must have played in the Champions League for Villarreal, I think. And possibly Barcelona.
That many?
No. Do you want to have him as the last round?
Okay, shall we do that?
Go on, you go.
Okay, I'm going to go 11.
11.
Just off the top of my head.
I'm going to go less.
Okay.
In fact, I think I'm going to go for something really low. I think maybe like 3.
Okay.
I'm going to say 3. So this is to win then, Bob. Well, actually, you need to get bang on. So you said 11.
No, don't. What?
What did I say?
I don't know. What did you say?
I said 3.
Yeah.
How many do you think he got?
Oh, he didn't get 3.
He did!
Oh, no.
It's the first ever bang on. An extra 3 points. That makes it 7-1, Bob.
Oh, my God.
It's a whitewash.
It's a whitewash. I'm getting absolutely hammered in this competition. I mean, I've only got about 3 right so far, and we're weeks in now.
I'm pleased with myself for that one. That's the first time anyone's got it absolutely bang on.
Yeah,
20 appearances, 3 goals, 4 assists in the Champions League.
Wow.
So back into the Champions League then, Bob.
Yes.
And sneak preview before next week's edition. So 2-0 win over Roma in the first game.
Yeah, and then a 0-0 away draw with Basel.
Mm-hmm.
Then a 4-1 away win against CFR 1907.
Yeah, Cluj.
Yeah, and totally dominate first half.
Yeah.
But concede goal from a corner on the stroke of half-time. Ozil scores 2 brilliant second-half goals, his first European goals for the club.
Oh, great stuff.
So we're after 3 games, we're top of the group, with Basel second, Roma third, and CFR fourth. So we only draw 1-1 with CFR at home.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, lots of changes in the team.
Yeah.
And we have an all-German holding midfield pair.
Yeah.
Schweinsteiger and Hummels. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
It is.
Pato is on the right wing, David Villa on the left.
Pato on the right.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
And Ozil behind Toklov. Then we draw 0-0 with Roma away from home.
Yeah.
And draw
Roma away from Homer. Right?
That's terrible.
That's not.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's not. It's a good little.
Then, you know,
there's
good something on the tour that's because you know there was a Beatles song called 8 Days a Week.
Yeah.
So Colin and I were on Colin Hall, and are touring the songs the Beatles gave away at the moment.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a artist called Johnny Gentle who was touring in the early 60s, and the Beatles were his backing group.
Yes.
And he did 8 gigs in Scotland.
Yeah.
It was a week of gigs and he did 8 gigs. So Colin goes, yes, he did 8 dates a week. I know.
Dad joke.
Yeah. It's on the par, Miles, I would say. So Roma 0-0 with North London, and then a 0-0
two
home draw
0-0s, eh?
with Basel.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So in the 6 games in the group stage, we only score 7 goals, but we get 10 points, so we top the group with Roma second.
So no defeats, just a lot of draws.
Just a lot of draws. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that sets us up.
Go on then. Who have you got in the knockout round?
A last 16 meeting, home and away with Inter Milan.
Well. We'll find out what happens next episode, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
Along with the Premier League season. So we're bouncing into 2010 to 2011 in the next episode.
Yes.
And we'll resume the Premier League goal scorers quiz. Maybe Bob can get some wins on the board.
Meanwhile, we're going to do the lottery.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We'll find out the lottery results. Yeah. I was on the website earlier. I need to enter in the ticket number and we can claim our free entry.
And I had a good feeling about this, Mars. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well, you see, Mars is on now a 26-match unbeaten run.
Yeah. Well, it was.
If you want to guarantee your team is going to win, invite Miles to photograph them.
Or not lose, basically.
Or not
lose.
But
yeah, even the cricket on Sunday, the two matches, which weren't a given that they were going to win either of them. And both did, the women and the men. So great
Yeah.
stuff. Thank you all for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this Champions League special.
Yeah.
Been enjoying reminiscing about North London's Champions League exploits over the years.
Yes.
And I hope you've enjoyed playing along with the goal scorers quiz at home. Let us know suggestions about players that we should include in the Premier League goal scorers quiz next episode if you'd like to. If you're enjoying the series, please rate us 5 stars and subscribe. That would be amazing. And like I say, follow us on socials at A Game of No Halves.
Yes.
Across everywhere.
Yes.
Any parting words for the audience, Bob?
Yes, because next week we'll have played the this year's Champions League final against Real Madrid. So I'll be bringing you the scores and the results from
the
that
23-24
yes,
final. Interesting.
on the show next week.
Okay, well, we'll hear about that then. Thank you all for listening and watching. We'll see you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye. Bye.